Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As you already know, this is your US General 5-drawer tool cart with side tray and deep compartment. It's still Friday, as you can see. I'm back now over at the storage unit once again. Okay, this is going to be a special updated follow-up to a particular video I put out 2 days ago, demonstrating and giving a few tips to a particular modification when it comes to the Husky magnetic power cordless tool organizers. Okay, earlier I did have the need to step out because I technically needed a few items, so I had to run down to a local Harbor Freight. And in the process of that, I just happened to get a notification from a package that was scheduled to be delivered tomorrow, but because I was in a particular area, I figured I just happened to stop by the post office and actually pick up that item, to help me get along through these modifications and things of that nature. So we are going to be able to take a good look at that, and inspect the items and things of that nature. But in this particular segment right here, I am going to do a follow-up to give some very key tips to this modification. So if you follow the videos and you follow the content, okay, you have to stay in tune with things because, like I said, things is always constantly subject to change. So I don't want the viewers or the subscribers to fall behind, okay, and miss out on the information, all right? But as I always state, as usual, I always keep my signature lingering somewhere in the background. My Dunkin' Donuts coffee. You already know, okay? So pretty much like I stated, I did have to stop by a local Harbor Freight to pick up a few things, just as well as I did stop by the post office. So I'm going to get, what few items out real quick to the top of the tool cart. We're going to take a look at that. And then I'm going to dive into basically what I want to show you. Let's get it. Okay, when I stepped out, basically I needed the secondary magnetic strip. So technically that's what you see sitting at the top of the package. Okay, I guess for the very first time, this will be one of the very first times in video content that I'll be actually demonstrating. While I was in Harbor Freight, I did have the need to pick up two files. Okay, so I don't normally put out content on Harbor Freight products because technically I don't really own too many, or these are basically only the two Harbor Freight tools that I actually own as of this prior moment, due to the fact of me needing them on a humble. But as you can see, I did pick up two files, as you can see here, and they are made in China. This is an 8-inch file, and the item number is 96628 with a lifetime warranty. Okay, just as well as I picked up this file here. Okay, and the item number on this is 96629. Okay, and this is an 8-inch half rounded file. Okay, in a video that I put out a few days ago when I was giving a demonstration when I was making a stencil, okay, for the prototype of the Husky magnetic cordless tool organizer. This was technically going to be a rough draft for me before I tend to do the official work to the two brand new Husky magnetic power cordless tool organizers, okay. But before I jump into that and get to demonstrating and showing you, what I've just learned, okay, testically compared to what I was explaining in that particular video, all right? If you didn't see that video, I'll try to leave it in the descriptions later on when I get the time, okay? Now I'm going to jump into this package real quick so that we could take a look at the contents that just basically came in. Let's get it. Okay, as you can see, I got the contents from out the package now. So as you can see, these are the other two M12 Milwaukee battery mounts that I need technically for the back end side for the two magnetic power cordless tool organizers. Okay, so these technically did just come in. I was scheduled to receive these tomorrow, but because I have them now, it's enabling me to get through the process of the work a little bit more faster. The more faster that I have all the contents at hand, the more faster it is for me to get through a lot of the work. Okay, So now what I'm going to basically do is I'm going to give you a little demonstration, a little tips to something that I was previously showing you in a video that I put out 2 days ago. And this is going to be a solution, not just for certain impacts or certain drill drivers or drills. This is going to be an application for all that's going to be able to suit and fit most needs. Okay, so pay close attention. Let's get it. Okay, first and foremost, as you can see at the prior moment, I have the prototype Husky magnetic cordless power tool organizer sitting at the top of the cart. Okay, and towards the bottom compartment, all right, as you can see, all right, that areas have been filed. Okay, and that first initial video that I demonstrated showing the stencils and for what reason why I technically had the masking tape to the top in order to stencil out certain particular tools to show and demonstrate and to tell the viewers, in certain areas if it may need to be cut, but there could be a possibility that you may not need to absolutely cut anything and you'll technically be able to use a file. Now, what was the importance of the masking tape? Okay, I'm going to clean off the surface on the bottom and I'm going to give you a good visual because I just demonstrated, okay, that principle. All right, so I want you to get a good visual just as well as I have the visual, okay, to create these things and be able to bring it to you in the content. So let's get it. Okay, so now as I'm going to tilt the organizer down, and if you've seen the initial first hand video, I want you to take notice, okay, to this side right here, which is the original cut design, which would fit, like, say for instance, your 1/4 inch hexes or 1/4 inch stubby or a regular drill or a 1/4 inch hex drill. But when it starts coming to different dimension size pneumatic impacts, or say for instance some of your cordless, if you notice here, okay, this is labeled for the Milwaukee stubby 3/8. Okay, and I initially, as you can see, there are a guideline. Okay, but if you take notice to this side, right, as you can see, I just basically filed off this side. And as you can tell the difference because it's rounded testically compared to this side. Okay, by me technically having the masking tape over it, it basically gave it a smooth edge. Okay, so now I technically still need to file out this side. If you understand the stencil as far as what I'm showing you, now this side, as you can see, is for the Milwaukee High Torque, okay, which you can also see it's labeled Milwaukee High Torque 1/2 inch. Okay, so now since I filed out this particular side right here, now I'm going to give you a visual to how the Milwaukee 3/8 stubby sits in it now, even though this side here is still not filed completely out identical to this one just yet. Okay, and this is with a protective boot on the tool. Okay, pay attention. Okay, so now you see the 3/8 now is sitting flush. Okay, and it's sitting very firmly, and as you notice, this is now with the protective boot on it. Okay, just to show you how firmly, all right, as you can see, I'm lifting the gun with the holster itself. Okay, so it's nicely locked in. Okay, now once I file this side to make it identical with the opposite side, you should already know. Okay, so it's the same thing with the 1/2 inch drive. Okay, and this is going to be for the Milwaukee High Torque 1/2 inch just as well is my Ingersoll Rand 2235Q Max. Okay, which is a pneumatic impact air tool. All right, so pretty much I just want to demonstrate and show you that this is a Home Depot online item. Okay, these magnetic Husky power cordless tool organizers run you roughly about $20. Okay, so if you ever had one and you went to try and maybe possibly your guns didn't fit correctly, so you assume that the unit is technically useful to you or of no use. Now I'm showing you that whatever you think, you can achieve it, you can make it happen. Okay, and it can become of use. All right, like I said, you don't have to do absolutely no cutting. All you have to do is get the masking tape, get your proper measurement sketched out, and get you a good file. Okay, but make sure that you use the masking tape, so that when you use the masking tape and you go to peel back the masking tape, there's absolutely nothing that you should have to be repainting over. Okay, just as well as you can see down here how I have the Husky Perma Grip, okay, which is laid over the top. The Husky Perma Grip is laid over a foam drawer tool liner also, which gives it basically a soft surface. Okay, those N12 Milwaukee battery mounts are the same mounts that I was showing you there. Okay, so this is basically the image that I'm trying to give you, okay, in a modification towards the back end of the carts, to help, your solutions, depending upon, how many cordless tools you work with, or how many pneumatic air tools you work with, and, just to try to utilize the areas in the space of the cart other than just the drawers, okay? Every modification that I'm technically demonstrating is enabling individuals to have different solutions, okay? And being able to open up the real estate in their drawers. And with certain particular items that normally take up the real estate of the drawers, you're now capable of storing them where they're still accessible to you at hand's reach, okay? Okay, so I'm about to basically, wrap the end up this video, okay? Tomorrow morning I will be up ready to dive headfirst into this work, okay? I'm gonna be looking forward to trying to get a lot accomplished, a lot done, so that, by the beginning of next week, that part of the modification could basically be completed, so that I can get to the diagnostic solution modifications and things of that nature. Okay, so once again, everybody enjoy the rest of your evening out there. Enjoy the weekend. The weekend is here. Keep it a safe and a blessed one as always. And until that next tool review, that next tool haul, that next modification video, we're gonna check you later. Peace.